Hey class, so we've been diligently collecting data for our plant growth experiment for the past month, and now it's time to put it all together into a lab report. Or all the work you did will just go to waste. So an important aspect about science is knowing how to communicate these results and conclusions to other people, right? So we love making charts and data tables, and that's what we're going to do here. So this is your first formal lab report. That's why I'm going to need everyone to work on their own write-up, okay? I know data was collected together within the group, so I expect data tables and graphs to look the same when it's in the results section, but everyone should write their own intro, materials, methods, analysis, and conclusion. So I repeat, everyone is going to turn in their own lab report, but I expect groups to have the same graphs and data tables, okay? So let's get started. But first, let's just do a little recap, right? Okay, so our independent variable is what we changed, and we decided to change the type of liquid given to the plant. And as a class, we chose milk, Powerade, orange juice, and water. And the dependent variable is what we saw whatever happened when we changed the independent variable, which was plant growth, but specifically the height of the plant, right? And so we collected data on day 0, 7, 14, 21, and 28. Okay, so what you're going to have to do first is open Excel. This is where you're going to make your graph. If this is your first time working with Excel, don't worry, it's not too bad, and hopefully watching this tutorial will help you along the way. So what you want to do is write your days to the left. Day 0, day 7, day 14, day 21, and day 28. And on the top, you're going to write your liquids: milk, Powerade, orange juice, and water. And then in between, this is where you're going to put your numbers. So what you see up here is just a number set that I came up with. So make sure that you don't accidentally use these numbers or you will lose points. So once again, important reminder, use your numbers. All right, so let's, didn't need to do that. Let's get to making this graph. So what you're going to do is click the top right corner, drag to the bottom, start from the left corner and drag to the right. There we go. And which should highlight that whole area. Make sure you get the days and the liquids and all those numbers right there. So go up to the top, click Insert, choose that line graph, but specifically choose line with markers. Okay, not too bad, right? So we've got a graph, but there's a couple of things that we're going to change. First of all, this space right here near day 0 and near day 28 doesn't look good. This graph is plotting change over time, so we want to show that the graph starts on day 0 and ends on day 28. So what you're going to do is double click on the x-axis, and it should come up over here as Format Axis, and choose these 3 bars, Axis Options, drop down Axis Options again, and change from between tick marks to on tick marks, and that should do it. There we go. See how it changed there? There's no space on either side. That looks great. So just deselect it by just clicking on any random cell. Awesome. So another change we're going to have to do. It looks like they didn't give titles to the x-axis or the y-axis, so let's just do that real quick. So just click on the graph, the plus sign, axis titles. There we go. So it pops up 2 text boxes, and let's just change that real quick. Highlight it, delete it, and let's label this length of experiment. Great. And then same thing over here. Let's change that y-axis. Height of plant. And don't forget to include the unit. And we measured in centimeters. And lastly, let's change this title. Doesn't look too good. How about the effect of various liquids on plant growth. And there you have it. The graph is done. Looks good. The white space is taken care of. Each line is color-coded. I think Excel does that for you. Milk, Powerade, orange juice, and water. And I specifically chose the marker so we can see where it falls along each day. We added titles for the X and Y axis. We gave it a main title at the top. And that is how you make a graph in Excel. Now, when you put this graph into your lab report, make sure you put it under your results section. And also, do not forget to write a figure legend. If you still have trouble making a graph, come see me in class. Bye guys, see you tomorrow.